Hello, everybody. This is Lori from Lolly Joe Budget and Debt Payoff Journey. Today is April 10th, and this is my second video today. I hope to do a couple of more if I can maintain my energy. uh, Hi, thanks for choosing to watch my video today. I appreciate it. Uh, my channel is focused on sharing my budget, my finances with the world, and paying off debt. And I am here to support anybody who is also in my situation where they're trying to pay off debt. If it wasn't for this channel, I would probably not have been successful over the last year and 3 months paying off debt. I paid off over $52,000 in 2025, and I have planned to pay off at least $43,000 in 2026. But golly, wouldn't it be awesome if I could pay off another $52,000? And March was a fantastic month and definitely pointed me in that specific direction. So hopefully things will continue to go well this year and I'll be able to pay off all the debt that I want to pay off. So in today's video, I am going to be talking about my March closeout. I know I'm a few days late with that, but that's because I've been working 6 days a week, 12-hour days, and I just haven't had the energy to also do videos. So today I'm feeling all right, so I thought I would try to knock out as many videos as I can. I hope that you enjoy these types of videos, and let me know if you do. I figure you wouldn't be here if you didn't enjoy some part of it. And know that, like I said, I'm really seriously here to support you as much as you have supported me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Start the camera up there. All right, so I'm going to push you back just a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna hopefully you can see all this. So for income for March. So in March I budgeted not just my regular income, but I had my bonus and a income tax refund. So let's see how that went. I did have a tiny bit of rollover. It was 178.43, and I ended up using an additional $1,486 out of my savings accounts, so that I could really make a big difference, make a big impact in March. And I did some extra shopping for clothes and stuff like that that really I knew I wanted to do. I didn't know exactly when I was going to be doing it, but it worked out. So I was able to get some clothes in March. Okay, so for my regular pay, I planned $7,294.94, and that's what it was. My bonus, I planned $7,000 and I got $7,973.69. I don't think I could have hoped for more. I mean, that was fantastic. It is not guaranteed. Bonus is never guaranteed. Uh, it's really up to the company to decide how much they give us, and I hope next year to get the same amount. But I can just not assume that. I just have to be really grateful for what I got, and maybe next year it'll be just as good. But I've gotten a bonus every year for 21 years. I expect to continue to get bonuses, but the amount is not guaranteed. I just can't say that enough. So I'm just very grateful for it. So I got $700 from my son to help with household expenses. And for my tax refund, I planned 942. I only got my federal back. It was 582, and I got the rest on April 1st of my state. Okay, let's see. And so for total budget, I planned $16,115.37, and I actually spent $18,036.76, a difference of $1,921.39. Okay. For categories, For savings, I planned to save $1,683.85, and I only saved $1,460.77, a difference of $223.08. And for my debt, I planned to send $12,187.51, and I actually paid $13,585.85, a difference of $1,398.34. And for regular expenses, I planned $1,624.27, and I actually spent $2,242.25, a difference of $617.98. And for annual or infrequent expenses, I'd planned $619.74, and I spent $747.89, a difference of $128.15. And so once again, my total is 16. Oh, I'm not going to say that again. Okay. So the breakdown. So for savings, my regular savings account, which is basically for annual expenses, I planned 198 and I saved 273.13. For my debt savings, I planned 100, but I didn't save anything. I just used it for the debt. Chase savings, I planned 25, but I didn't save anything. For my mortgage, checking, escrow, HOA savings, that sort of thing, I planned 200 and I saved 188.16. For my healthcare savings account, I planned 100 and that's what I saved. For my 401k contribution, I planned 292.44 and I contributed 431.07. Hope you guys can see that. It's kind of tiny. And for my Fidelity Cash Management, I planned 300 and I didn't send any, and that was because I used that money to put towards the interest on the home improvement loan that I refinanced. My escrow account, which is I make my mortgage payment, part of my mortgage payment is escrow. It was $468.41, and I didn't save any cash. So my total savings, once again, I planned $1683.85, and I actually saved $1460.77. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in just a touch. I hope you can see it all right. Okay, so my Fidelity credit card, I planned to pay it off, and it was $2,990, and that is what I sent. So it was zero balance for about a week, and then I refinanced one of the home improvement loans, and now it's back up to $15,000. So for my first home improvement loan, the one I'm going to pay off next, I planned $6,290 and I sent $6,412.22, a difference of $122.22. For this home improvement loan, I planned $350. I sent $1,526.96, a difference of $1,176.96, and that is because that's the one I rolled over to the Fidelity card. I had to pay almost $750 in a 5% finance a fee, and plus I had to pay it down a little bit in order to refinance. I could only refinance $15,000, and I owed $15,421, I think, and so I paid that $421 plus this $750. And I took that money basically out of my emergency fund to pay that. My car, I planned $450. I sent $497.68, a difference of $47.68. Okay, 401k loan, plan $375.92, and that's what I sent. My mortgage, I planned $1,731.59, and I sent $1,783.07, a difference of $51.48. So total plan for March, once again, was $12,187.51. I actually sent $13,585.85, a difference of $1398.34. So I just posted my debt update video for March. I paid off principal $11,250 in March, which is amazing. Okay, so for regular expenses, so my phone was $31.54, and that's what it was. My internet planned $82.91. It was $82.88. Water was $80. Electric was $125. Natural gas was $90. Food and household personal $470 is what I planned. I spent $620.65, an overage of $150.65. Allowance, hobbies, clothes, that sort of thing. I planned $100 and I spent $581.72. I know it's a lot, but I got that little bit extra in my bonus, and by golly, I needed clothes and shoes. Okay, so auto expenses was 100. Pet expenses, I planned 313.38. I spent 261.66. Landscaping, oh man, I didn't update it. I hate it when I do that. That's gonna mess up my numbers. My landscaping, the landscapers came. I thought I had it all figured out. I kept very good track of when they came last year so I could plan for it this year. They were not supposed to come in March, but they came in March. So there you go. I'm going to have to redo my sheet now. Okay, HVAC's $21.44. And medical, I planned $210. It was $215.18. A difference of $5.18. So regular expenses, $1,624.27 is what I planned, and I actually spent $2,242.25. Okay, so for annual expenses, I paid off my HOA dues. So usually it's 3 payments, and since I hate making those payments, I made the first payment in January. I had 2 more payments left to make. I just made them both in March. Sorry, getting overheated. I'm getting hot. Hold on. Okay. All right, and what else? I got another one here. And for another infrequent expense, for donations, I made a donation of $128.15. So total plan was $619.74. I actually gave total infrequent annual expenses $747.89, difference of $128.15. Okay, so I have. Let me see if there's anything. Anything radically different from last year. So last year in March, I paid off like $10,000 in debt. So there's that. A little bit better this year, but I got a little bit more money to do it with. Last year, that's one good thing I can look at here, which is real quick. Like, let's look at last year's income. Last year for March, I brought home $17,750.63. Big difference is last year I was paying a lot more money on interest, right? And I had more money, even though I got less income tax refund this year. My bonus was more, so it kind of worked out. So last year for, here we are. I don't know if you can see that or not. I hope you can see that. And I gotta zoom you out again. Sorry. Hope you guys can read that. It looks so tiny on the little tiny screen. So last year for savings, I'd saved $1,286.64. This year I saved $1,460. So it's a little bit more this year for savings. For debt, I can't really count that because the debt, like I just said, I paid off like $10,000 last year. But this total right here does not. This total is just for the same debt. So I want to compare apples to apples, right? Regular expenses last year was $17.99. And in annual infrequent last year was $14.60. So those are the big differences between this year and last year. All right, well, I'm trying to think if there's anything else interesting for March. I don't know. I can't think of anything else interesting. It's hard to think when you're on the spot. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.